And what was it, part of the same thing? What up, Instagram Live? Looking for Matty Boudreau. A couple months ago, I did a barter deal where if you bought 35, was it? 35 pairs, I think it was. Yeah. If you buy 35 pairs of Clouds and Dirt, I would go on Instagram Live and answer your questions for 5 minutes. Pretty rad idea. Big shout out to everybody who was smart enough to get it. The exposure is just like, that was such a steal.
The Eric guy's fucking been nonstop.
What, he's like pumped? Yeah, change his life, right? Change lives around here. I'm going to do that with my next little secret project. All right, so who am I looking for? Matt?
Yep.
All right, is he in there?
Bo, like B-E-A-U.
What's that?
Bo. It's Matt Bo. So M-A-T-T. See if you got in there, one word.
Let's see the request. Is he requesting?
Yeah, it should be.
Matt.
Fucking weird.
It's not. It was weird the other day, right?
Yeah.
All right, I don't see them yet, but let me just see what's up to everybody. What up? Toronto Food, good to see you. What's up, Devin? Physique, guy's fucking monstrous. Guy's a beast. Why are you at the office so late? Elliot, you know, you're a real hustler. You used to be here late all the time, too. Oh, is he saying I'm usually not late because I go to meetings? That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Elliot thinks he can out-hustle me?
I guess so.
Andy, do you think Elliot literally has the audacity to think he can outwork me? No, right? He's too smart for that shit. He can outsmart me because he's smart. But he's not smarter than me, Andy. You live with him?
He lives with me.
He lives with me. All right. What up? Trip Carlos, good to see you. Heather Fit Angel, thank you for being on this. Big ups, everyone. I'm just going to do a little quick Q&A, little mentor session. Depends on what Matty B wants. Is he in here?
Working for him. There's Craig Tension. He just texted me and said request it.
Who requested?
Matt.
Okay, let's see. I don't see him.
It's M-A-T-T-B-E-A-U.
M-A-T-T. This thing is like...
There you go.
There he is.
Yeah.
There we go. We did it. What's up, Alex? You got something? Good.
You're going to the concert, right?
Where are you going?
Barclays.
For what?
There's a charity concert that's going on. Like Meek Mill.
A little Meek Mill, huh?
Lauren Miller, she shows up.
She won't shows up. She's amazing. I'm hoping too. She's the best.
Is he not coming on?
He's coming now. We're waiting for him. Hey everybody, I'm about to have Matt Boudreau on this for 5 minutes. There he is. What up, dude? Can't hear you. There we go. How are you, brother?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm super well. Thanks so much for supporting the sneaker. For everybody watching, Matt bought 35 pairs for 5 minutes on FaceTime. Super fucking smart. Brilliant hack. I was super impressed with everybody that took advantage of that deal.
And wait to see what we did with them too, brother.
Cool, man. So what's
It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Cool what we did. So just I got a few questions around, but I just want to give context of what I do, and then from there, is that cool?
One more time. It's chopped. I'm sorry. You got a few questions?
Yeah, I got a few questions. Just want to give you some context first, real quick.
Please go ahead.
Cool. So my job is as a keynote speaker, right? So I'll do 50 to 60 keynotes a year. And I emailed Nadler, by the way, too.
For everybody watching, what it means about that is this week I announced a new company for VaynerX called Vayner Speakers. It will be the premier speaking bureau in the world. We're looking to sign Tyler Babin, not D-Rock, for that speaking world. So we'll see what happens. Go ahead.
That's awesome. So that's my job. But like my legacy play, so I've got an online program that
D-Rock, I'm
homeschool
online.
families.
I'm sorry, I apologize. D-Rock's being...
No, you're good, man. No, you're good. No worries. So I've got an online program that teaches homeschool families like how to drop out and like how to homeschool, but I also have a physical location. So we got like 150 kids and we're part of the Acton Academy network, right? And so these kids, it's kind of redefining school, so to speak, man. So they're involved in Socratic discussions. They're driving their own academic paths, right? So that they're tripling down on their strengths. There's no grades, there's no homework, there's no arbitrary garbage like that. And then they're collaborating on like real world stuff. So starting businesses, you know, writing, put on a plays, making real money, all that kind of stuff, right? So we've got our high schoolers, and our high schoolers are working on starting businesses. They're doing internships, they're planning large scale events, and they also have a flip challenge. So I took those shoes, gave every single one of our high schoolers a pair of those shoes and said, okay, you guys are jumping into the flip challenge. By the end of the year, whoever flips and makes the most money, I'll pay your tuition by the end of next year.
I love it. So they got the shoes, they sell that, they take the money, they keep flipping. Who wins?
Bingo. That's
it.
it. That's
the school that I wanted to go to.
Dude, that's their seed money. So that's my question, man. So with that context of knowing what they're doing, the fact that they're driving that academic path, and the fact that they're starting, like they're doing all this stuff now, if this was Gary Vee's school, what other kind of stuff would you add to that experience of the kids, knowing that we literally have the ability to be more agile than any educational institution on the planet, and we are, so what else would you add? I
think education comes in a lot of forms, but one of the things that I'm very, 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 very passionate about is putting players in a position to succeed.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
So to me, one of the things you can add on is a self-awareness course where you ask them, what are you just really great at? And not accept cliche kid shit like, I don't know. I don't know. Really like push that, and then put them in those real life scenarios, whether they draw, whether they sing. Like I'm big into like, can you get a kid to force themselves to deploy self-awareness and confidence to say, I'm good at X.
100%.
And then can you go make them rake leaves, paint, do video, whatever it may be. That's a self-awareness course is super interesting to me.
I love that. And we always talk about that with, like we say, self-awareness and self-confidence. Like that's the curriculum for what we do, right? Like that's it. Everything else is just this trickle down kind of thing.
The other thing that I would add, one of the things they're going to learn in the Flip Challenge is copy and design. Yep. Like what's amazing about the trash talk and the flipping and all that is people learn how to write The reason I'm good at eBay, I'm watching Justin right now listing on eBay. And the reason I think I can beat him in getting more money on eBay is the same reason I thought I could beat Brandon at selling wine. It's the same reason I think I can beat Andy in writing email. I think I'm really good at copy. Yeah. Like I think I know what to write to make people do something. I think that's a really interesting course in two ways. What I'm not as good at is the visual. I'm not as good at the design. I wasn't good at the thumbnail picture on eBay. I wasn't good at the wine picture on the email. I'm not as good at that.
Yeah.
I'm good at creating content that can be good at that.
Right.
So I think a little bit of like copy and design is an incredibly interesting talent to try to hone at this young of an age, especially if it becomes natural to them. Yeah, totally, man. No, I love that. I think that's huge. And one of the big things, one of the super cool things we have, man, is we've got this group of parents who are super supportive of like this individual, right? It's like fucking rogue as shit in 2018. So if they're sending them to the school, they're unbelievably supportive to the mindset. For sure. That's it. And it's huge. And then we built this super strong community about that. So then another thing that we're doing is I'm teaming up with Michael Ellsberg. So he's this ridiculous author. His dad wrote the Pentagon Papers. I know nothing. Okay. All right. So I don't know. They made a movie about it. So I figure it's important, right? So, I don't watch movies. So anyway, so I'm writing a book with him, and we're real quick. I did watch The Stars Born, and it's really fucking great, and you should watch it. I've heard nothing but good things. Go about Friday. Okay. Yeah, I've heard, dude, nothing. I'm speaking in New York City on Friday, actually, so I'll be there, but I'll have to check it out. The theaters in New York City are tremendous. So yeah, dude, good call. You're right. So we're trying to get parents to pull like the emotional trigger. So like parents that are still caught up in this traditional kind of stuff. So any kind of, we're highlighting like alternative programs like ours, successful people who went against the grain, like whether they homeschooled, didn't finish college, whatever. Like we're trying to get parents past this fear that they have around ditching that traditional environment. Any kind of words of wisdom for them? I think that you a couple things. Let's start with some, them getting inspired by me or like other rogue stories actually isn't going to work. I have a better one for you. Okay. Because those parents are just going to do it anyway. The people you're trying to convince, so many of the biggest companies in the world now do not require a college education to get a job. Totally. So what I would do if I were you is run ads or put out content that says, do you know that you can get a job at Google now without a college degree? Like, I think most parents think they're giving their kids good advice. Yeah. The other thing that I think you need to challenge people on, which I challenge people on, is most parents use their kids as collateral for their own ego amongst other parents. 100%. And so you putting out content that says,
Yep.
are you making your kid go to college because you want to look good in front of your sister or because
sure.
that's the best interest of your kid? I think putting some friction around the truth is very powerful.
Yeah, for sure. And that trickles down, right? Like they want that Harvard bumper sticker so that they can show their friends their kids are at Harvard. But then that trickles down to how they parent, like carte blanche. Like it's not just the college
Everything.
thing. It's just everything.
I mean,
right?
everybody's
Yeah.
got their kids in sports and like, it's all just bullshit.
Yep. That's it. And so that's it. I mean, that's really just kind of that book is, I mean, I think what we're doing in the kids.
Look, let me give you another piece of advice because we're running out of time.
Please. Yes,
Audio,
please.
video, and written word, all required for the ambition that you have.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be big in
Yeah.
2019,
Yeah.
you have to be in the audio, video, and written word business.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
so, you know, even taking this interview or hangout and transcribing it into a LinkedIn post in written form, I'm always thinking about content. Like there was a second when you were talking, I flipped the camera on D-Rock because for some weird reason he decided to drink some of the wine that was on my table without asking. I'm going to use that as maybe a funny piece of content one day.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yep. No, that's super smart. Yeah. We got podcast Alexa skills. I teamed up with somebody in the garyvee Facebook group and stuff that's got Alexa skills going. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. So good community there.
Awesome.
So thank you, brother. I
you got it,
appreciate
brother. Good
that,
luck.
man.
Talk
Thanks,
to you.
man. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Did you save it?
I didn't save it yet because I'm not done yet. I'm going to talk for one more second. Thank you, Tyler. Miriam, good to see you. Rustic, good to see you. All right, off to Chicago. See ya.